On September 26, 2025, at around 5:03 p.m., Chicago police responded to calls reporting shots fired on the south side of the city around 89th and Michigan Avenue. Callers reported that 2 people had been shot, and when police arrived on the scene, they found one man laid out in the street. He had been shot 4 times in the chest. Paramedics attempted to resuscitate the man as they rushed him to the hospital, but when they arrived, he was pronounced dead. According to witnesses, at least 4 people approached a construction site where contractors were working and attempted to rob the workers. They said that the 4-man stick-up crew targeted the vehicles on the property that had all of their tools in it, but one of the workers, a man only identified as John Doe, had a concealed carry license.
Y'all better stop. I don't know, like, bro, y'all need to stop playing with people in Chicago, bro. This is not the city where you just think you finna run around robbing people. Niggas got guns, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And on top of that, why are you trying to rob a construction worker, my guy?
Stop it. Get some help.
You trying to rob construction workers? What the fuck you gonna steal? A hard hat and some tools? They get paid every 2 weeks, bro. What the fuck? You gonna steal, like, you gonna, what do you want to steal? Like, I don't understand the art of trying to rob somebody who don't got no money. This motherfucker, this ain't no CEO of the Microsoft, nigga. This is a construction worker. Now, all respect to construction workers, you feel me? Because we wouldn't have buildings, cars, nothing without y'all. So we appreciate y'all. But how stupid do you have to be a street nigga? And you said you walked outside today and said, I need some money. Let me rob a construction worker. What kind of bum broke shit is that?
Once he realized what was going on, he reacted fast, drew his gun, and let off 4 shots to defend himself. He hit one of the robbers, and when the rest of the crew heard the shots, they tried to flee the scene, leaving their boy laying on the ground to die. While running away, another one of these guys was shot. And when police arrived on the scene, they found him ducked off, trying to avoid capture. Investigators also recovered 2 firearms from the scene that the crew used to commit this attempted robbery. The construction worker who let off the shots was arrested on the scene, but after being questioned and verifying his CCL license, he was released. Thanks to Chicago's law, which allowed—
Why the hell they couldn't have did that at the scene? Why they gotta arrest them?
For the use of deadly force if you're defending yourself from a violent crime, or if it's used on someone who is in the process of committing a felony, which the robbers obviously were.
Right.
The suspect, who was hit 4 times and died, was identified as a 19-year-old man named Makai Moore, better known in the streets of Chicago as Glizzy the Tweaker, who could be seen in music videos rapping about running drills when he was as young as 14 years old.
Glizzy the Tweaker, man. Glizzy, man, you know I'm coming, blood.
Bro, you don't know when my brother coming, you don't know.
He looked like a tweaker. He looked like two smokers. Him and his sister look like 2 big ass smokers.
Bro, you don't know when my brother coming,
especially this nigga with the Nike Tech with no shirt on under it. And
how this finna go, bro? Finna take off with this rap shit, making this shit known.
You know, real member, right?
Real member. Our little bro been out here since he was yay high. A shorty, really out here doing this shit.
Really out here doing it. You're the man, dude.
How you coming?
Man, y'all, boy, this is sad.
See, I stay with the West and I'm pressing the 30. I got this stick in the hang. Hit a nigga outside with that thing, yo. And the rest of that bust at his brain now.
Fuck all the trolls, fuck all them niggas that be dissing us. ESD ain't did shit since Brody died, you niggas fuck.
Oh, he was rapping with Lil
That
Jeff.
be dissing us. ESD ain't did shit since Brody died, you
So you know he was a crash out if he was rapping with Lil Jeff. Do your homework on Lil Jeff now.
niggas fuck.
BC swerving off the drink. Look till you know he on go. Top of bullets, navy blue. Glory Tay move through the night. All he heard was get the man, get the man, get the man. All he heard was get the man, get the man.
These little boys be slow as hell.
Get the man. Don't forget about the van. I just up the gap and then we hit his man. Spent again.
Glizzy is from a clique in the city called Doty Road, formerly known as M60, with Doty Road being a name that they adopted after a 21-year-old man who went by G Doty was shot and killed in South Shore back in 2019. Doty's shooting was linked to a gang rivalry in the city between them and Black Mob, as
Dying over
members of
nothing.
Black Mob were posting online about Doty after he passed away.
I'm so glad I escaped the rat race of Chicago hoods, folks. Like, I'm so happy, gang. Because them little boys look slow. Like, they look so slow. Slow, just broke, busted, and disgusted, gang. Like, and it's really because motherfuckers sending them off. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story.
As members of Black Mob were posting online about Doty after he passed away.
Right now doing it.
Hell yeah, bro. I ain't never been this way before.
Yeah, no, dog.
So they call this Doty Road?
It's Doty Road. It's that one block.
I was gonna say, tell us about Doty Road, like how
We
that
don't
name
know what
came
that
about.
say, bro.
Doty dad, we turned up. Doty dad, we turned up. I took off with this. I'm like, I'm making his name live on, you know?
Okay.
Look like long little storm, long little joke, man. I'm saying, y'all finna see, I'm finna start turning up. Watch this. The summer finna be a blast, man. On Doty, just know that. All you goofy ass niggas, I don't say I don't need no team. It's Doty Road shit, man. I'm dropping V's, man. You up, all the ops, I don't say it.
Kanichi, mellow this shit. M60 Doty Road.
Now, this is what don't make sense to me. You got a whole wall full of people who passed away, and you're doing the same thing that got them killed every day.
Bro, we been out here. This shit been our shit. Before this shit was Doty Road, this shit was M60, you know?
Glizzy the Tweaker was tied in closely with other names that you may have heard of coming out of Chicago, like Bloodhound Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom. Both drill rappers, and both are currently deceased as well. You can see Glizzy in different clips in their music videos and even in the background of some of the lives that Lil Jeff did over the years.
I talk. If you ain't trying to go slide on their ass, I ain't trying to talk. I ain't trying to talk.
They probably did some drills with dude
That's Glizzy right there beside Jeff, in case y'all didn't catch on. The day that Glizzy died was also his birthday, and just hours before this robbery gone wrong, he could be seen in the background of a girl's social media video with people pointing out that he looked like he was stressed the fuck out.
He looked nervous and stressed out. He looked like, man, I gonna have to rob me a nigga, man. Man, it's my birthday, but I done spent all this money on like 10 pills. I done popped them already. Like, shit, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. The bills to do. It's my birthday. I need to, yeah, me and Phone them are gonna have to go rob some niggas tonight. It looked like that's what's going through his head. Don't it? Don't it look like it's some shit going through his head, don't it?
Glizzy's death comes within just a year of his crew taking several high-profile losses, like Bloodhound Lil Jeff, who was shot and killed on June 28, 2024, while trying to execute a drill himself, only to be shot and killed by his intended target. The entire incident was captured on video that would later be released to the public, and the whole situation was viral. Lil Scoom died on July 27, 2024, after he got into an argument on the 700 block of East 89th Street and was shot twice in the chest. Lil Scoom, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Glizzy the Tweaker, all three of these guys died on the south side of Chicago. Now, I don't know what made Glizzy target this construction site for this attempted robbery.
Me neither.
This is a situation that is becoming more and more frequent in the city of Chicago. A quick search on the internet reveals several similar incidents and pulls up articles that talk about it. And I don't know if Glizzy and his team are involved, but in one article, it states that on the south side of Chicago alone, since January, there have been at least 2 of these robberies of these construction sites every single month.
2 robberies every month at these construction sites. So maybe, and these are around the same neighborhood if y'all want to see, like 77th and Woods, 77th and Paulina, same area. 78th, 79th, 78th, 78th and Honorary, 77th, 77th, like, you could tell this the same group of people, gang. That's probably what he was sitting there thinking about. Like, I'm gonna have to, shit, fuck it. We're gonna have to get ahead another construction site, rob their ass, see what they got. I don't know why, but
like clockwork.
A warning for construction and repair crews on the city's south side. Workers are being targeted in a string of armed robberies. There have been 10 incidents since January, all in the Gresham neighborhood. Most recent happened last Friday night. In every incident, police say one or two young men in dark clothes and wearing ski masks walk up, pull up.
You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own, it's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
Out a gun and take whatever they can before running off.
The armed robbery of a group of construction workers by a trio of thieves was caught on video. Construction workers poured concrete for a basement of a building being rehabbed.
It took about probably less than 90 seconds to go in and rob everybody and, just drive away.
This man, who did not want to be identified, says one of his security cameras captured the daytime attack, which happened Wednesday morning just before 11:30. Property owner and contractor Martez Grayer was actually on site inside the 3-flat and says
that construction worker probably was like, let me go get my CCL. Let one of these motherfuckers play with me while I'm constructing. And that, you see what happened?
Concrete workers he hired were outside prepping to pour a basement floor when the laborers were targeted. It was definitely, it was scary. I had guys that were startled and they didn't want to continue working, which is, we understood. The footage shows the cement workers setting up in the vacant lot next door. That's when the three thieves
jumped down like, who the hell is this?
And one of them pulls out a gun and demands their property. A second gunman takes money and a cell phone from a 38-year-old worker, while a third armed robber ransacks the cab of the cement truck looking for valuables, but finds nothing.
What valuables is gonna be in the cement truck? You think the nigga left his Rolex in the cement truck? Do you understand how slow you gotta be, bro? Just for 5 seconds, just think about what the fuck, what did you plan on getting from these construction workers? You think he walking around with $4,000 cash in his pocket to come lay some fucking concrete? Let's just think for 5 seconds, bro. Why are we going to rob the construction site? It's 4 workers out there who getting paid maybe $60,000, $70,000 a year. If that, they need more. Really, they deserve a lot more, but that's another story. And you ransacked the cement truck. Not his personal car, the cement truck. Do you understand how slow you gotta be to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go in the truck? And then, look.
None.
In this neighborhood, not too shocked. Although, as far as robberies are concerned, you don't normally see that around here.
The security camera catches the trio retreating to a silver SUV and fleeing.
This has become such an issue in the community that some people have left comments about it saying things like, the headline would be more shocking if it read, construction workers able to work and were not robbed on the South Side. Now look, I don't know what made Glizzy the tweaker go and rob this construction site, but what I do know is this is like the lowest of the low type of crime that you can do. These are gang members that are actively going out of their way to rob civilians. Gang violence is already bad enough as it is, and there's already innocent bystanders and pedestrians that end up getting hurt because of the things that these gangs got going on. But to intentionally be going out of your way to target these civilians, people that have no ties to the gang life, it's just grimy.
It's grimy, but let's focus on how stupid it is to go rob somebody who don't got no money. Who wears a Rolex to go do construction? Who wears a diamond chain? Who has $5,000 in their cash in their pocket? Who got on a Louis belt when they come into work construction? Usually, motherfuckers got some fucked up boots with cement and wood and mud all on the boots, with some pants that's already been fucked up, a shirt and a uniform vest and a hard hat and a phone probably. That's like
as dirty as it can get,
bro.
You know,
like,
I mean, I look at this kid's music and it seems like it was doing views. It seems like he had a way to generate money if he would have just put his mind to that. But instead, he was so caught up in this being a gangster and proving that he was really like that, that I doubt he even seen the way out. He's probably just doing what him and his crew have always been doing, you know, and I think it's sad.
Ain't no reason for him to be doing it. He just doing it, folks. Folks ain't got it. Even Lil Jeff. You think Bloodhound Lil Jeff died rich? You think he had a bunch of bread when he died? No. He was still robbing people. Going to kill people. These niggas don't be having no bread. As crazy as it is, do you know how much money I made off Bloodhound Lil Jeff videos, bro? I'm closing in on probably like I'm probably closer to 100,000 than I am to like 60, just off Lil Jeff. Add Q50, we definitely at 100-something thousand. I don't understand. These motherfuckers can sit at home and go live and talk shit and make a few $100s a day. And they robbed, it's 3 of them, and they went to rob a construction site with some
he ended up in a position like this, but it's hard to feel bad for him because, I mean, you're targeting civilians, bro. Like, there's a million ways to make money, and you chose to go on to this construction site and rob these construction workers for their vehicles and their tools and whatever loose cash that they have on them. I mean, I can't imagine that they were making out with gigantic takes from doing this, maybe a couple of $100. And from what it sounds like, there was 3 or 4 of them going on these robberies every time they went. So they got to split whatever they do get 3 or 4 different ways. I mean, it just seems very senseless. You know, and there was the video of him looking like he was stressed out. He looked like he had something on his mind. I don't know what he was going through, but I know that Bloodhound, Lil Jeff, Lil Scoom, Q50, the guys in that circle, we've seen them in videos crush up perks and sniff them. And, you know, I don't know if the money problem that he was experiencing was just the bills need to be paid, or if this is one of them situations where it's basically like, I need to get some money to feed this addiction.
Most times these niggas don't have no damn bills, bro. They ain't got shit in their name. They ain't got nothing in their name. Now the apartment, how the fuck he gonna get an apartment? He nigga ain't got no job. So how did he get an apartment? He doesn't have a job. He robs construction sites. So he can't get an apartment. He can't get a car. I'm sure his credit's fluked. 9 times out of 10, he look like he lived with his sister or at his grandma's crib or going crib to crib or whatever the case is. And on top of that, living in the hood, the bills ain't that goddamn much. So, I don't think it had nothing to do with no damn bills. I think it was just his birthday. He's like, damn, I'm broke. I want to go do this, go do that. Let me go get some money real quick. Go rob a nigga. And then we going to go do it. And he got killed while he was trying to do that.
I remember just the other day I seen a video of Bloodhound Q50. Looked like he was nodding off. People was talking about he was on the dog food. You know, and if that's the case, like they went and did this little petty crime right here because they just needed some extra money to feed that addiction. I mean, that reminds me of like back when I was growing up, you had to worry about the crackheads coming and stealing the AC unit or trying to steal the metal fencing out of your yard so they could take it down to the scrapyard and get some money so that they could go get high. Like if you're out here robbing these civilians so that you can go get high with it, that's crazy, you know, and it makes it hard to feel bad for Glizzy. You know, but I wasn't in his shoes. I wasn't living his life. I don't know what was going on. All I know is what the headlines say and what it looks like. But I also feel like, wouldn't life just be easier if you just go get a job? You know, like if you're at the point where you gotta be out here robbing construction workers for their wrenches, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's time to go get a 9 to 5. You know, that's my thoughts on it, though. That's the situation.
9 to 5, my ass. You go get a 12 to 4 and make more money than that. Minimum wage in Chicago is like $12 or $14 or some shit. You can make $75 in 3, 4, 5 hours. Niggas pay. You can work at, bro. Let me look something up real quick. Amazon job, Chicago, Illinois warehouse. $16 to $35 a fucking hour. Order preparation team member. That means you just prepping orders, nigga. You don't gotta be smart. You don't gotta be strong. Nothing. All you need is 2 hands and some feet. You can make $16 to $35 a fucking hour. 2-3 hours, you would have made more money than you could have made robbing a fucking construction worker. You just died robbing a construction worker. And niggas do that because they don't want to go rob. They don't want to go rob no street nigga for his drugs. They don't want to do that. They don't want to go rob no because they know that them niggas will blast them. They really want to go, these construction workers ain't got no guns. I don't know why they doing construction. Hell no, we finna go get it easy real quick. It's easy $72.10. We finna split 4 ways. Get your silly ass on.